Hi friends, today I'm doing my April wrap-up. Not trying to do another 3-month-long wrap-up, just 30 minutes long. So yeah, I read 6 books in the month of April and here they are. I started this month with Anna on the Edge by AJ Sass. I gave this 4 stars. It was an audiobook. I started this for the Trans Rights Readathon in March, but didn't finish it because I just wasn't in an audiobook mood for some reason. But I ended up loving it. It is about a young figure skater realizing that they are non-binary and being in that very gendered world of figure skating and navigating that and, you know, finding out that non-binary is an option and all that. I thought it was fantastic. It really reminded me of like my beginning of my non-binary journey, even though mine was a little bit later. I think this is a great book for young people to read. Then I read Hell Followed With Us by Andrew Joseph White. I gave this 5 stars because of course I did. This book is insane. My mind was blown this entire time. It fit into my new niche of queer horror centered around religion, which if you have any recommendations, please hit me up. I'm just gonna read you a bit of the description because I am terrible at describing this book. 16-year-old trans boy Benji is on the run from the cult that raised him, the fundamentalist sect that has unleashed Armageddon and decimated the world's population. Desperately, he searches for a place where the cult can't get their hands on him, and more importantly, on the bioweapon they infected him with. I don't really feel like I need to give any more. That was just the first paragraph of the little summary. It's genuinely mind-blowing, at least I thought it was. Also, it is extremely gory, and I don't usually like body horror and gore and stuff, but I felt like this one, like, it matched the book. Like, I didn't feel like they were just being gory to be gory. It went with the storyline and it served a purpose, so I liked that. Then I listened to the audiobook for A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. Every time I say this, it hurts me, but I gave it 2.5 stars. The main reason is just that I am a very character-driven reader. I need to be very invested in at least one of the main characters, and I just didn't really feel that, unfortunately, especially since I hate snow with a burning passion, and this book only added to that, which it was supposed to. Like, it did its goal. And if I was a more plot-driven reader, this would have been a much higher rated book for me. But unfortunately, I didn't care about the characters, so I didn't have the best time reading it. I do think that I'm gonna enjoy the movie more because just based on the trailer, I'm already hooked on Lucy. She was the only character that I had like any kind of connection to in the book, so I'm excited for the movie. I think that I'll like the other side characters more in movie form as well. I'm so sorry if you can hear children like screaming in the background. It's a hazard of my street. They're always screaming, so. The last 3 books that I read in the month of April were all Alice Oseman books. I fell down a rabbit hole and could not get out of it, so I started with Solitaire, and I don't think I need to even say that I gave all 3 of these books 5 stars, but I gave them all 5 stars. Solitaire follows Tori, who is Charlie's sister from Heartstopper, and she is one of my all-time favorite characters ever, and this book really solidified that. I connect to her on such a deep level. Like, she gets me. I truly am just a mix of Charlie and Tori, from like their mental health issues to the way that they process things to certain life scenarios that they're put in. Like, these are my people. I loved it so much, and I also really loved Michael. I thought he was fantastic. Then I read Nick and Charlie, which is a Solitaire novella, obviously about Nick and Charlie. This book is literally just the miscommunication trope, which I usually hate with a burning passion, but this is one of the only times where I'm like, okay, yeah, this actually makes sense. It like isn't quite as annoying because it doesn't feel as unbelievable, because a lot of the time I find that it's like they would have talked by now, and if they didn't, they would not be getting back together, and if they did, it would not be a really good relationship, you know? But the plot of Nick going off to university, where Charlie has to finish his last year of high school, so they're going to be doing long distance. Of course, there's going to be some drama there, and like feelings, and again, miscommunications. I thought it was done really well, so I still really enjoyed it, even though it made me cry my little eyes out. And the last book that I read in April was Radio Silence, and man, this easily is my new favorite Alice Oseman book, potentially my new favorite contemporary book ever, not gonna lie. I did not expect to like it as much as I did. I had been putting off Radio Silence for so long because, like, from Heartstopper, you don't really get to know Aled very well. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name, but yeah, like in Heartstopper, Aled isn't really a character that I felt super drawn to, or that I felt like would have an entire book about him, so I always put it off, even though my friend Chanel loves this book and I've always associated this book with Chanel. I should have listened. I should have taken her advice. I'm stupid, I can admit. Anyways, this book obviously follows Aled and Francis. It's in Francis's point of view, and it's about a podcast called Universe City. Oh my god, words, I'm too excited. Anyways, yeah, I thought this was a flawless book, honestly. I have no complaints. All the characters are fantastic. Little spoiler warning here. I'm gonna put my hands up while I say this spoiler. Not gonna lie, the entire time I thought the friend Rain, I think her name was, I thought she was gonna like be revealed to be the person that was like exposing Aled the whole time, and was gonna be like, I hate Aled and I'm the one that has been leaking all his information. But that didn't happen, thank God. But I really thought that was gonna happen. Okay, no more spoilers. Yeah, anyways, fantastic book. I had a really great time reading it, and it made me want to look for podcasts to listen to, and I'm really not a podcast person, so yeah, those are the 6 books that I read in April. Not as many books as I would have liked, because I read a lot in March, but hopefully I can read more this month. I haven't finished any books yet, but I'm continuing my Alice Oseman kick and reading my last Alice Oseman book. Ugh. So far I'm like liking it, but because it's so like disconnected from the world of all the other books, I need to like get to know these characters more before I can get too into it. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next month, hopefully sooner than that, but for a wrap up next month. Bye.